Today we have a video from Lord Bebo on Twitter, and the name of the video is called Asking Russians What Stereotypes Do They Know About Americans. Now, I'm definitely pro-America. I'm pro the US, of course. I'm pro the Western world. And, you know, Russia seems okay. The people, you know, the governments of these countries are all corrupt anyways. We all know that. But just asking the people what they think about different countries is a funny one, because I always think of America as innovative. You know, you have Elon Musk there, you know, you have all these great presidents that are, you know, truly proud of their country, patriots. Also, I think that they're, you know, a jacked nation. A lot of people are fit there. A lot of people are unfit as well. But, you know, America gets a hard time, guys. They get really put through the ringer in terms of, you know, outside people talking bad about them. But I always defend the US, guys, because if it wasn't for the US, we wouldn't have a lot of jobs in Ireland. We wouldn't have a lot of flipping food that we eat in Ireland. We wouldn't have a lot of things that, you know, we love every single day here. So, you know, much love to the US. But it's interesting to see what Russian people will think about Americans. Okay, because I know what it's going to be, guys. The overweight stuff, it's going to be stupidity. But you can't really call Americans stupid when they literally invented Mensa, okay? Where, like, the smartest people in the world come together. Okay, it's the home is in the US. They're also very good engineers, you know, culturally. Some of the culture is good as well, guys. But more so their engineering, their forward thinking, their patriotism. That's what I like about the US, guys, okay? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and let's get it.
Asking Russians what stereotypes they know about Americans.
Тупые, устроили геноцид против
They're stupid, okay? Like I said, they have Mensa. They committed genocide against the indigenous population. Yeah, so they did go, but that was Europeans. They went from Europe to America and they killed all the, basically the indigenous people who were the, you know, Red Indians or the Apaches and stuff like that, guys. Wasn't it? Something like that? The Apaches, who are like these warriors that were in that country.
против коренного населения. Всегда пьют газировку и едят бургеры.
They always drink sodas. They always drink soft drinks. Okay, like Pepsi Cola, you know, Coca-Cola, Sprite, you know, 7-Up, things like that. Dr. Pepper. And they eat burgers. I mean, that's just a really generalization. I eat burgers a lot. I love burgers. Five Guys, things like that. So, not really a bad stereotype. Drinking sodas is bad. Okay, drinking like soft drinks is a bad thing, though. That actually increases your risk of dying. But a burger is not bad for you, in my personal opinion.
Бургеры.
Техас, ковбой скачут там на лошадях, кто на быках такие.
Oh yeah, this guy is based right here, guys. He said Texas cowboys riding horses, bulls, and whatnot. So yeah, that's the South, guys. That's what I always think about. Florida, you know, American football, strength and stuff. They have like the best gyms over there, right? Like the America basically invented the whole sort of bodybuilding culture as we see it today. I know like Arnold Schwarzenegger came from Germany and Austria, which is my background. I'm actually half Austrian, for those who don't know. And he actually went to the US and stuff like that. But I think the culture really comes from there and then kind of expands to the rest of the world, you know. Unfortunately, or fortunately, if you do like the US.
Такие. И каньоны.
У них большой долг, госдолг. Они любят фастфуд.
They have a huge government debt to China, isn't it? But Russia has like, basically, like their economy, their whole country is the same economy as Florida, one state. So Russia is very poor compared to the US as well. So it's not really fair to say that.
Госдолг. Они любят фастфуд. Тот же, что и мы. Картошку фри, бургеры.
They do like eating fast food. McDonald's, the home of McDonald's, Five Guys, Popeyes.
Депрессивные дети.
They're depressed. This is a good point, guys. A lot of Americans, they have the highest number of kids on Ritalin and like antidepressants and stuff. So this is true. She's pretty based.
Наверное, стереотип, что, ну, они не умеют готовить и не готовят.
That's just stupid. They can't cook. I mean, literally, they have some of the best chefs in the world from the US. Like, so why? That's the dumbest thing ever.
И не готовят.
Стереотип, что они ходят в пижамах прямо на улице, не чешутся, не расчесываются.
That's actually a good one, guys. This is a really this video to me is basically seeing what the Eastern world, you know, everywhere past Eastern Europe, what they think of the rest of the world. And Ireland is basically the same as the US when it comes to what we wear, guys. They're wearing street pajamas. They're wearing pajamas on the road, just walking around. They never comb their hair. I've never once combed my hair. And look what I'm wearing, guys. I'm wearing flipping sweatpants. You know what I mean? I'm wearing a flipping, you know, jersey to work out. Like, I feels like nowadays we're always just wearing, and this is definitely a thing from the US that we've adopted in the Western world, in Europe, yeah? that we're always wearing gym clothes. Like always, guys.
На улице. Не чешутся, не расчесываются.
Да, что они, ну,
And that's not good to be wearing gym clothes all the time because, like, you know, if you go to Italy, they wear like leather jackets and jeans. They look great all the time. You know, Italy is a beautiful country. Women don't like to take care of themselves. Basically, they get overweight. You know, that's the one thing the US do. They just 80% of the population is just like obese or overweight, right?
не любят ухаживать за собой же.
За то, что американцы толстые, и они еще тупые. География очень...
I wouldn't say they're all fat and stupid because if that's the case, then how are they so rich? Like, the problem with Russia, why Russians don't like the US is because, and let's be real, Russia adopts most of American culture as well. She has a Nike bag there. Like, look at the clothes she's wearing. The clothes that most of these people are wearing as well, probably in some form or facet came from like US culture. Let's be real. Like, they're probably wearing Nike shoes and Adidas and stuff like that, right? But fat and stupid, like, they literally are the richest country in the world by a mile, guys. So if they're so stupid, how do they have so much money? That's what I would say.
Тупые. Географию очень плохо знают.
Oh.
Джордж Буш путался, где там Ирак и Иран.
Ну что?
Yeah, this lady is based. We all hate George Bush. George Bush is a louse. A louse? Jesus, that's an Irish word. I haven't used that word in like 10 years. That just slipped out there. George Bush is a louse. Hey, all the Irish people, tell me in the comments down below, what does a louse mean? Anyways, they're really bad at geography. This is so true, guys. Canadians, Americans, horrendous at geography. They couldn't tell you where Africa is, guys. They couldn't tell you where China is. Like, any of these countries that they're invading, they wouldn't know where to point them out on the map, guys. This is very true. But George Bush is terrible. He confused Iran with Iraq. He doesn't know what planet he's on, dude. That dude was... George Bush must have been the worst president that ever served as president, ever.
Ирак и Иран.
Ну что они мнят себя там еще, типа, как будто бы они такие, типа, короли мира. Потому что женщины за собой там не ухаживают.
Yeah, so this is one that a lot of people talk about a lot, guys. The US think that they're kings of the world. They're not kings of the world in the fact that they run the world. I mean, you know, I don't want to get into it, you know, the whole deep state, shadowy government type of stuff. I don't know if that's true or not. Donald Trump talks about that. But they do have the most money in the world. And if you have the most money in the world, you have the most power, okay? So we could say that they have the most power, you know, in terms of the military and things like that as well. You know, the most bombs. They don't have the most bombs. I think Russia actually has more. But they have the most, the best security systems, the best security of their country, correct? You know, if you believe that. So and most of their culture, guys, like all the culture we get just comes from the US. Like, even this t-shirt, like, look at this Under Armour t-shirt. This is from the US, guys. All my Nike clothes, everything that we think is like European or some shit is like mostly from the US. It's just crazy. So even if you don't think that they have an impact on you, they do. So this sort of rhetoric of hating Americans is a little bit unfortunate, guys. You know, okay, American women don't take care of themselves. Okay, they go out dressed in rags with no makeup on. Again, guys, people just don't wear makeup, or they just wear gym clothes 24/7. That gym clothes thing is definitely a product of the US, because that is the one thing that's not amazing. Everybody just wears gym clothes. Everyone just wears gym clothes nowadays.
Не ухаживают, могут там выйти в чем попало в магазин, ну как-то так.
Ну это не глубокие, поверхностные.
Малообразованные, такое узко мыслишь, ну скажем так.
Не следят за своим здоровьем.
That's kind of funny. So one guy said they're limited people to speak. They're so limited people, so to speak. As in, they're just basic people. That's probably true, guys. Americans probably, to a point, are pretty basic. But, I mean, how much more are Russian people? It probably isn't that. Now, this one I have a huge problem with. They're poorly educated. They have MIT, guys. The best IT college in the world, okay? They literally invented robots and, like, all the stuff that we have nowadays. I think DARPA, one of the, you know, military institutes, is, like, part of MIT. So, like, we have college graduates, you know, coming from the US that actually go on to like NASA and like the most intelligent places in the world. And also this Harvard. Harvard is the #1 college in the world. Apart from Cambridge and these other places in the UK, which you could argue are better, but they're about the same, guys. It's 1 and 2. So to say that people are poorly educated is a bit unfair. In terms of that's an extreme though, Harvard and MIT, of course, right? In terms of the actual just average person, are they more or less educated than regular people? I don't know, guys. Someone should do a study on it. Hell, let's do a study on it, guys. But yeah, let me know about what you think about that video. Definitely propaganda. Let me know what you thought, guys. Drop a comment down below. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next one, guys. Peace.